In this video, we'll be talking about customer payments and receiving cash receipts from customers. Um, this is going to be important for the accounts receivable people, since we need to keep track of the invoices created for the customers and whether they are paying and when are they paying, and all of that information related to accounts receivable. The entire cycle starts, of course, by shipping the merchandise, then receiving a payment from the customer. And in order to record that payment into the system or in the system, we need to be in the transactions, then in the accounts receivable system. Then I am using the cash receipts screen, double clicking that to open. The purpose of this screen is to actually record a deposit slip that you are, for example, depositing into your bank. So the screen works a little bit different when you create a transaction than other screens, since user can enter multiple checks or multiple payments from either one or more than one customer to cover either one or more than one payment or more than one invoice. So we start here by actually setting the date. And on this, the company we're using 2007, so I'm doing that. Then tape count. Tape count is simply how many transactions are you planning to enter in this session, meaning how many transactions are you going to enter before you hit your save button. So let's say that I am doing a deposit slip with 3 payments I received today. So I'm doing tape count of 3. The total of those 3 transactions. Tape total is the total of the 3 transactions, and this is used for confirmation and to check on the information for the user. So let's say that I am entering 3 checks with a total of $900, and they will be posted to this bank and this checking account. The bank information and the checking account information is added earlier through the accounts payable system. Then I'm using my mouse and I clicked on new on the right hand side. We start entering the details of each transaction right now. So here it's asking me for the account, so I'm just doing +01. Reference, you can say the best thing to do over here is to put the invoice numbers that we got on this tab from that customer. So this way, you know, at the time when you key off or you actually close those payments against the invoices, you would know which invoices to do that against which checks for. Then here the check number, then the amount. Let's do 500, and here the type of payment. So this is a check. Then I'm gonna click on new again, and I'm gonna choose another client, like a for example, and these are invoices number so and so, and check number, and the payment over here is 200. Then I'm using my mouse again and doing new ER cash, and I'm doing this store, check number, and here you notice that every time I enter a check on top, the system kind of calculates the actual total for you, and it's going to keep comparing the actual total with the tape total for safety for you. So if you estimate that you're going to enter transactions with $900, and for example made a mistake over here, now I have a difference of $1. So you know that right now, upon saving, the system is going to tell you, be careful. You've estimated that you're going to enter $900 worth of payments, but you ended up entering 901. So which number is the correct one, right? And just to demonstrate that, I'm just going to hit my save button right now. It says the actual amount 901 does not equal to the total amount. Is that correct? If I hit the modify, it's going to bring me back again to the check, so I can fix that 201. If I hit continue, it's going to assume that the checks are correct, and it's going to adjust the tape total to become 901, right? But the whole idea is that this, upon saving, the system is going to give you warning messages if the number of checks or number of payments, let me say it this way, do not equal to the tape count that you plan, or it's going to tell you, it's going to give you also another warning message if the total amount on all transactions do not match with the tape total. And you can easily bypass that by clicking on the continue button if you're sure that your details um, are right, and the tape total is the one that has the problem, or you click on modify, and that will take you back to each and every check. For example, so I'm highlighting this one and I'm fixing the number again. Now you will notice that the difference turns into green, and that means that everything matches and you're safe to save. Now, upon saving, Aria generates a batch number, a payment batch number, which equals to your deposit slip number on the bank. What we usually recommend to our users is to write this number down on the deposit slip by itself for for safe filing, and later on, if you're planning to run any reports, you can always run reports using the batch number as you are comparing it against to the copy of the deposit slip, which makes things easier for you when running reports. So I'm going to click OK right now. System saved the information, and still the information displayed for you on the screen. And the system also enables this button, which is the key off button, which is going to be the subject of our next training video. And this will be actually the button that we will use in order to key off and close those invoices against open, close those payments against open invoices, or if there is any returns or anything of that sort, meaning manage